Guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal and this is Crystal Display. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys my favorite book of the Bible yet again, but in my Bible journal this time. So if you're ready for today's video, then let's just jump straight in. Alright guys, so this is my ESV Bible journal, right? Yeah, she's getting big. I'm scared. I don't want to lose this cover. This cover is so beautiful. All right, let's just jump straight in anyway. Let's turn to the book of Psalms. All right, guys, so this is the book of Psalms. Like, isn't it beautiful? Let's just appreciate the beauty. All right, so literally guys, this did not come with the Bible. I have like a creative Bible journal, and I literally just cut out their vellum, and then I just attach it in this Bible journal here, and I have that throughout this Bible. So I kind of created my own creative Bible journal in a way, right? But yeah, so this is the beginning of Psalms. Just a reminder for me to stay rooted in God. This is like a bookmarker from my anniversary. My husband made this for me. Then this is just a reminder to be still, and this was a very important date that I will never forget. So yeah, just remember, a reminder for me that God is still working and moving. So that's the vellum here, and on the vellum I literally have some notes. So all things finances, financial worry. So you can take a screenshot of that if you want. If you do worry about finances, then financial breakthrough and blessing. So there is like, I kind of made it like a little envelope thing here, right? And I just write it down. So these are all the Psalms that you can pray, read, memorize if you want, so and all that for like 11 days. So yeah, so I have that there. Then here we have just a bookmarker that I got from my Coloring the Psalms, and it just says trust in the Lord. And then on the back it has all David's Psalms. It's kind of similar to my study Bible, some of the things that I included, but in a different format. So this is all of David's Psalms. So yeah, he wrote 73 Psalms here, and I can pray them, read them, memorize them if I want, and all that. Some prayers. If you struggle with depression, or you feel depressed at times, then I have like kind of signify that. Then you have some more notes. I tend to have these I love these graph notes, this little little notes that I have. And then that's another one here. Yeah, can see, you guys probably seen this. This was like a Christmas entry that I did. Snowflake here. Then you have the card. It says let it snow, and it's just the front card that I cut out. More notes, and another one if you struggle with depression. Psalms of blessing and thanksgiving. And yeah, just some more. Oop. And there. And another one. So Psalms 42. Another one. Psalms 43. Right. And then this was from a devotional, the Word Less and Pray More devotional. I photocopied this specifically because it really stood out, and then I took out the prayer as well, so that prayer belongs to that one. And then I just put here, run to God, a tab whenever I feel like I don't know where to run to. There's a tab in my Bible to remind me that I should run to God. So yeah, it's a reminder here for me. And then Psalms 46 is like the psalm that to go to run to God. Then we have, this was a recent study I did, hyssop, consequences, or I guess the benefits for being a believer, really. And I kind of did a whole study on that, like that we'll never be cast away, that there is joy in our salvation, and that as believers we should be teaching others and converting other unbelievers. Then here, the believer is free from guilt and sin, and the believer praises God. So there's just different things. I know there's a controversial with women teaching in the Bible, so that's that. But definitely all of us as believers are called to share the gospel. I know that much. So yeah, there's just a lot of Bible study topics I really want to dive into personally before I come to like a conclusion about all that. And then this one, you cannot lose your salvation. So this is like confirmation for me that I cannot lose my, because sometimes we have like doubts and stuff, or you hear people with their doubts and you're like, oh, is that true? And then on that day I found out, I even put the date here to remind myself, so that's recently. And then we have like Psalms 51 is literally all about the process of salvation, so it kind of shows you the process and everything of salvation. Yeah. And then we got more, trusting God leads to greater faith. There's another one for depression, or if you do struggle with, if you do get depressed sometimes, there's like Psalms 88. So there's loads that you can pray. And you guys know that there's, how much books is there? I think there's 5 books in Psalm, which is interesting. So there's a book in a book, basically. Psalms 91. That one. And then we have the Psalms Prayer Challenge. So I transferred this from my study Bible into here because this is the place I want it to stay permanently. And this is where you pray the Psalms for like 30 days. There's a template on my shop if you're interested. I'll try to link my shop down below and you can have a look if you want to get that. But yeah, that's the Psalms Prayer Challenge. And then we got the famous Psalms 100, which I got, which is the psalm that was an inspiration in helping me create the war prayer method. So if you don't know what the war prayer method is, if you don't know what the war prayer method is, I'll link a video down below so you can implement that today in your prayer life. I'm telling you, it will change everything. So yeah, so that's Psalms 100. Then different ways to acknowledge God. It's really important to acknowledge God because it's a form of worship. So we have that. So I did like a whole song, praise and worship study on it. So I'll link that playlist down below as well. And then we got another one. So this is like David's song praise list, right? So that's David's praise list. And I did like, this is just a little sticker there. And then just a reminder for me to like list, you know, my praise list as well. So yeah. So I'm gonna skip through that. Because there's literally nothing here. Then we're gonna go to Psalms 119. I put this here because I am going to one day soon, hopefully in the summertime, do a Psalms 119 retreat. So that's where I just dwell and meditate and think on Psalms 119 for like a whole summer or like a whole month or week, I don't know, but I put it here. I even put getaway because I'm planning that's gonna be my getaway, just dwelling in the Psalms, chewing on the Psalms, digesting the Psalms, you know what I mean? And then this is from my prayer journal planner. I cut out the page attached in this Bible, and you know, I put here the tab retreat because I'm planning to do a retreat on Psalms 119. And this is like a collage I made just using magazines, and this is just all the characters of God, and I decided to add that in my Bible just because it was really nice in my prayer journal planner, but I wanted it in my Bible, so I thought, why not, you know what I mean? And then we got the day of prayer. So this is just in case. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully one day I will do it, because I'm trying to challenge myself in prayer by doing various methods of prayer, right? So this is like, imagine you spending a whole day of prayer or a half day of prayer, right? And you don't know what to pray. Then this is it. You can pray like, you know, start from 5 a.m, finish at 12 a.m, so like a whole day really. And then you just pray all these things every hour. It just sounds, I don't know. I'm gonna do that one day because I need to have like a prayer day, definitely. And then put here, plan a prayer day, how to do it, what's the benefits and all that. So this section is family. So this is where I would go. I kind of incorporate like a bit of prayer in my Psalms, because Psalms is where I always go to pray anyway. So I put a tab here to pray for my family. So I have like this calendar from garmentsofsplendor.com, and it's for daily prayers for my husband. So it's like a little calendar. This was initially in my prayer planner, but I put it in my Psalms in my journal, my Bible journal, just because I'm always in the Psalms praying. And then this is just a little tab here about the importance of involving God in your family. Then a calendar for children. So this is all from Garments of Splendor. So you can just pray for your children every day. And then just a little prayer of blessings. If I want to do like a quick prayer for my family, I get this out and just pray that to God. So yeah. So just, you know, those are things that if you don't know what to pray, there are loads of prompts out there. Definitely check out garmentsofsplendor.com. Then this is just an entry. You can see prayer here. I tend to put dates now. I love putting dates because it just reminds me of where I was, what was I thinking, where was I coming from. So another one, Psalms 143. If you struggle with depression, or if you get depressed sometimes, then yeah, you can read that psalm. Then another prayer. And this is just like, if you want to dedicate like a whole hour of prayer, then this is just a list. I got this from Pinterest. So I wrote it you know, different things to do with scripture. I think if you guys seen my previous flip through, you know what, it came from the wheel that I had, like a prayer wheel in my study Bible. So that's the note that I have. This I took from, I cut this out from one of the journals that I wasn't using, and I just made use of it really. And then this section here, I photocopy from my study Bible because I loved it so much, where to get help in the book of Psalms. And then I highlight the main things really. And then, just go through it, go through the Psalms. This is like another guide for me really. And then I put the blue tabs. So blue tabs around my Bible just usually means like things I can go to that's like informative information. Then here, Justice Psalms, right? And then this is just a page that I took out from the Illuminated Bible Journal, and I literally carefully, right? You have to be careful. I carefully taped it with clear tape here. And then, but just before I taped it, I write out like all the Psalms for like worship, praise, thanksgiving, add a little flower there, and then I taped it with the clear tape and attach it to the last page of Psalm, right? And then that's it. So I didn't put any tape at the back. You can if you want, but I didn't. But I just taped it inside and then fold it in, so it's like a little folded thing. Like sometimes you're skip it, because what I want out, the idea of it was to have the page out and then still be in the Psalm. So for example, I can still see what Psalms it is. So like for example, Psalms, let's go to Psalms, let's go to Psalms 8. So yeah, so I'll still have the Psalms at the side, as I'm going through the Psalm, I still have the guide out. So if I want to pray the Psalms to God, like, Psalms of thanksgiving, praise, or worship, I can while I'm still in the Psalm. So that's the idea. And that's why I attached it to the end of Psalms. So yeah, so that's that. I love this. It's really nice. So yeah, so that's the flip through of my favorite book of the Bible. I really hope that you guys enjoy this flip through. I surely do. I always like to show you guys what I've been up to in my Bible, of course. So yeah. All right, so as promised, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So as you can see, this key is all related to the book of Psalms. So I have like a key at the front of my Bible. I wish I had thought of this idea earlier, but I didn't. But luckily for this Bible, I did. So I put a key here, and like all the washi tapes are there, right? And all, as you can see, throughout the flip through, you see like all these washi tapes and sometimes tabs, right? So that's what they're standing for, like different things that I need to know. So for example, if I'm stressed, I go to this specific Psalm. If I have anxiety or worry, or pineapple, right? Remember guys, if you're a long time subscriber, you know what pineapple means, right? So pineapple, who God is. This star washi tape here is like encouragement. So anything with the washi tape tab or star in the Psalm, it means like it's an encouraging story or encouraging part of the Bible that you need to go to. So this key, it has a bit of Psalm, right, covering a bit of Psalm, and also throughout the Bible as well. I'm slowly working on it, but most of it's in the Psalms. This one here is throughout the Bible, the encouragement one. So the teardrop one, that's for like repentance and confession. The floral one, I made that to be bold, right? So this is for like warfare prayers. So when you're ready, this is a place to go for praying the Psalms to God while you're in your warfare. Then we have like the floral bit. So that's like if you're in trouble or you're facing troubles, a lot of troubles, then you can go to the Psalms. So there's like tab of it throughout Psalms. So yeah, and then that one here, a pink floral, that's for promises. This one is for like protection, so Psalms regarding protection. And then the one that I have so far, the last one, is like a little I call it, how do I call it, rainbow sprinkles, right? Little sprinkles. And that is just like, oh yes, that's not the right word, the confetti. Yeah, this is like a confetti washi tape, and it stands for if you feeling depressed, then you go there. So as you saw it throughout the flip through what these stand for. So that's my key that I have. Let me know if you want to see a flip through of how my Bible is set up and all that jazz. Let me know and I'll definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, that's it. And check out my Gumroad shop that I have, that will be linked on the screen, and you can check that out if you want more faith-filled goodies that will help you to grow in your faith walk. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Crystalites.